Good day and welcome to the Manny Ramjam Stadium as we get ready for action in the Republic Cup 2024, the National Youth Football League. It's under 16 time. Of course, it's championship day, and we've already crowned one champion, CDFC. They get in the better of Union Hall United. But now it's Pro Series. They're up against Beatniks. Yes, it's the pride of the North up against the Beatniks as they get ready for action. We've got the starting lineup for you. Well, in goal, we've got Shamel O'Brien. He'll be sporting 00. Ezekiel Bernard, number 37. Number 21, Duquan Jackman, and his cousin, Tristan Jackman, number 24. Number 23, Zion Griffith. Number 57, Troy Bruno. Number 5, that jersey will be sported by Jalen Hislop. Number 84 is going to be Jaden Samuel. Number 16, Alejandro Harper, sorry. And number 11, Jade Barkley. So rounding off the starting lineups, we've got the number 13, Jasim Celestin. So that's the starting lineups for the Pro Series team. And on the other side, the Beatniks team side, we've got in goal, number 1, Josiah Superville. Number 5, Khalid Jones. Number 6, Essien Thomas. Number 10, Kanya Eastman. Number 19, Kanya Glasgow. Number 8, Chad Nicholas. Number 7, Michael Boni. Number 20, it's going to be Alexandro Waterfield. Number 21, Daniel Phillip. Number 11, Jamali Ellis. And rounding off the starting lineups, Kadeh Neves. So as we see the teams just greeting each other there as they get ready for action.
Number 8, Chad Nicholas. Number 7, Mikai Boni. Number 10, Alejandro Waterfield. Number 21, Daniel Phillip.
So the Pro Series team, they are going to be in blue and black. And the Beatniks team, they are going to be in fluorescent pink and black. The 13, yes, the men in the middle. We've got the referee is Mr. Colin Smith, and referee assistant number 1, Joseph Lucas. Referee assistant number 2, Judia Martino, and number 4, Dean Ransom is the third official, the refereeing team, as they exchange handshakes here and get ready for action here. Dequana Jackman, that's the captain, as the referees just get things going. The man with the ball, Colin Smith. And that's the Pro Series team as they get their last minute photos. Beatniks, they're down on their knees asking for divine guidance as they seek to cap themselves into history here. Of course, the Pro Series team, coached by none other than Conan Hislop, the manager, Keon Williams, as they get ready for action here. So there we see the number 21 for the Beatniks team. He'll want to get things going for his team, Daniel Phillip. So they're ready for the kickoff, and that's the kickoff. As they knock this ball around, Pro Series. Ball played forward, cleared out, chested forward by Big Jackman, and then it's headed down. Taking it into his stride, Ellis, Jamali Ellis, aimed at Phillips. He's going to be dangerous. Ball cut off there by Mikel Boney. And this ball played long. And Essien Thomas just allowing it to run out. And it's going to be a goal kick. Josiah Superville shouting out instructions. Remember, this is the Republic Cup, a National Youth Football League final. It's Beatniks up against Pro Series. As they win out, and then he gives it away. Shaking off the challenges, Jamali Ellis. He loses out. And then they pass. Strong challenges. Both teams yet to settle. So Samuel there just settling things down a bit for his team. As it's banged forward. Nice one-time ball there by Jackman. Oh, but he loses his footing. Gets back up and then putting in the tackle there, Jamali Ellis. So the stopper pair, the pair of stoppers for this Pro Series team, relatives, cousins, that's Dequan Jackman, number 21, the captain, and Tristan Jackman as well. Yeah, easy save there by the keeper as he's able to claim. Then he rolls it out wider. Some good skill there by Griffith. As they continue to try to bounce the ball around. And then the ball just given away here. And Bruno. Ball cleared upfield. He has Jackman for company. He decides to go back. Nice football there. But then he loses out, running into difficulties. There was Waterfield. It's up in the air. Defensive header. And Dequan Jackman. And then Tristan Jackman able to clear. And they're unable to put the ball down and bounces around. A lot of football tennis right at this moment. But it's true. First direct pass here. And then it just gets through into the arms of the keeper. So that was Barkley, Jade Barkley. A poor kick out. And he plays it wider. As they just settling things down here. That's Griffith. Aimed at Barkley. Barkley, a bit of a push. So Kanye streaming forward. He's trying to get Philip going. And then the ball just cleared out. So both teams yet to really settle. A lot of energy here as these two young teams battle for supremacy. It's championship day and it's the under 16 time to be on display. As it's going to be a throwing for the Beatniks team. As they looking for movement. And he finally throws it forward. So it's going to be a throw again. So remember, you're watching this action on M&ETV. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Invite all your family. It's on YouTube as well as on television. Yeah, this one floated across into the area, headed back across the area. And Unable to really get a shot off there was Glasgow. That's Kanye Glasgow. So 2 Kanyas. Powerful, commanding header by Thomas. As they just look to bounce that ball around. Across the Griffith. Samuel. Back to Griffith on the overlap. Thomas for company. Ball across early. Barkley. And it's cleared up field. Samuel loses out. Phillips. Jamali Phillip. Nice run by Jamali Phillip. A ball through. But the keeper's off his line early. Good clearance by O'Brien. So the team's now starting to find their footing and a pattern of play. As Bitniks plays that ball long. Showing some good skill and strength there. But unable his final pass. Not of the best quality. That's Kanye Glasgow. As it's going to be Griffith. Ball is cleared up into the air. And now it goes out. As the ball is cleared up. Ball is cleared up field. It goes through. And Thomas clears things out. Heads it clear. Samuels. Still Samuels. Trying to play it across, aimed at Barkley. But it's Thomas who's first hit. Just losing out there. Hislop though, Jaden Hislop. He's been very good in that midfield area for the Pro Series team thus far. As coming to take this free kick is Harper. Alexandro Harper, he's going to be taking it with the left boot. The big guys from the back, they've loaded the area. Hands up, so it's going to be aimed at the far post. And it's cleared. Goes out, it's going to be a throw-in. So if you're just joining us, you're watching the Republic Cup 2024, the National Youth Football League. As we have Bitniks up against Pro Series in the under-14 division here. Ball across the area. Just wide. It was a beautiful float to delivery.
Very fortunate to have with us the South Zone champions in the boys under 20. Jablote, the one and only. Led by Jablote icon himself, Mr. Philip Fraser, former chief administrator at the San Juan Secondary School and former national player and also national coach in the person of the man himself, Coach Marvin.
Ball played wider. Samuel. Beautiful turn here. Early ball across there by Griffith. Falls nicely. Good control there. And they're finally able to win out. So the Bitniks team playing a bit unsteady thus far. Ball thrown through.
At this point in time, under the cameras of Timothy Sibleville, the official presentation.
As the nice turn there by Kanye Glasgow. And then he applies some pressure. So the ball is played out for throw-in.
The man who did human service with the Hillview College, ably presented there by Head of Operation, Ms. Sholara. Congratulations once again to Sam and Jablote.
The ball thrown in, headed clear.
Boys under 16, just about 12 minutes into this encounter in the first half.
Good ball, just cut out. Glasgow losing out. And then that early ball by Griffith goes straight into the hands of goalkeeper Superville. He exchanges passes with Essien Thomas. Thomas, that's a beautiful ball. Oh, then a heavy touch there.
And congratulations once again to
Philip,
someone job to say the official
Daniel Philip.
the boys champion of the South Zone. Well done. Congrats.
Ball played wider, aimed at Samuel. Samuel in a foot race here.
Captain,
Can he get it?
Stewart.
Not able to keep it in. So that's going to be a battle there between Priscon Watkins and between Watkins as strong challenge there by Glasgow on Griffith. And the referee, Mr. Colin Smith, just comes across and tells the youngsters, keep it under control. So it's going to be Dequan Jackman.
Well done. Captain Lewis.
Jack banged it. Goes straight into the hands of the keeper, Josiah Superville. Area, up in the air.
Well done.
Headed down. Ball played forward. But Superville able to corral. Tristan Jackman there. And the tackle. Getting rid of that nervous energy. Five. Barkley. First time ball. He called for the handle ball. As it's gonna be Dequan Jackman who's gonna take this one.
So congratulations once again to someone job to say South Zone winners in the boys under 20.
Jackman still
Of the chairman of
as they able
Mr. Stewart.
to string some passes together. Samuel.
Someone job to icon in the person of Philip Fraser, Chief Administrator.
There's a good
Former national
play here.
and the national coach.
Ball across the goal. And it's back across the goal there. It was Celestin. So they're beginning to come knocking here now. The Pro Series team. So Pro Series launching their first real attack. Some good work here. Kanye Glasgow just being caught in possession. Samuel tangling up with the attacker. Philip just try clearing that one up into the air. shot from different distance. That was Kanye, the other Kanye. Not West, but Eastman. So 2 Kanyes on this team. You know what generation they were born in. But it's going to be O'Brien who's going to take this goal kick as they push out his defensive players. It's banged forward. Barkley, Jake Barkley, good control there, and he just plays it wider. I think that was Alexandro. So this is how finals usually appear. And that's Harper with a beautiful one-time ball, but it's overhit. Trying to get Samuels going. And finals, normally this kind of affair early on. Both teams full of energy, full of drive. The fans have come out to support. Parents, brothers, sisters, they're all here. Ball banged upfield. Good take. He tried to take it in stride. But this is going to be a battle that Bitniks will have to take a close look on. Philip O'Brien comes and claims. And that's one thing you're going to expect if you know O'Brien is going to be playing high. A small keeper, he's finally beginning to get his growth spurt. But he's very good with his hands. But I think he's even better with his feet. Ball drops nicely to Philip here. The fans are up. And he just drags it wide there. That's Jamali Ellis. As this opening 18 minutes or so, it's been frenetic, really. It's been played at breakneck speed. But although it's been frenetic, it has not been very constructive or creative. So it's going to be a goal kick here. The fans quite restless, as there was just a presentation for the South Zone winners of the under-20 division of the Royal Bank National Youth League. Jablote winning that one. The chairman is here, Riyad Tuwari, as well as the coach, Marvin Gordon. Hislop just playing it short there to Harper. And there's a ball aimed at Celestin, but he would have come back from an offside position. The assistant referee exactly in line, rightfully calling it. As they're calling there, asking. As the Ole climbs, goes up for the Bitniks team. Jamali Ellis looking for support. Harper, Hislop. Nice movement by Hislop. Finds Harper and he treads the needle to Celestin. Celestin coming across and he loses out the defender. He tried to be too cheeky. Celestin, he's been brought down. No call by the referee. Very close there. It was aimed at Daniel Phillip. That's a beautiful turn there by Celestin. Good defensive tackle there by Thomas. And he's trying to shoot there. Was Samuel. A lot of instructions. The coaches, the player coach, the parent coaches asking for proper marking in the defensive area. So he's going to be taking this one. He's going to be curling in with the right boot. The big guys have loaded the area. It's floated in at the first post. And it goes into the side netting. Almost trying to score an Olympic goal there. Yeah. As that one goes into the side netting. And it's going to be the goalkeeper, Josiah Superville, who's going to... That's the water break, though. Remember, we're playing at the 12 o'clock hot sun. It's a bit overcast, so cool conditions, all protocols. So while the players take a drink, we'll take a drink here at the Maniram John Stadium. As we get the action going after the break here. Remember, you're watching the Republic Cup National Youth Football League. It's the under-16 division. We have Bitnex up against the Pro Series team, Celestin, but he loses out, and there's a nice one-time pass aimed at Jamali. Coming out of that battle best was Harper, and he puts a nice ball through to Samuel. Samuel is on the go, and he's bundled over, so it's going to be a free kick. So it's going to be a free kick. And Celestin floats it into the area. And offside, signaled by the referee assistant on this, the near side. So, going off a bit of a run here. But he loses out. So, Bitnex making some changes. They've brought on Crawford. Ball played wider. And coming out nicely. Then he clears it forward. But it's broken up there by Harper. But then he loses out to Kanye. East, man that is. And he swings one forward, aimed at Crawford. He's been lively since coming on.
Lovely.
And then it's cleared upfield. Big defensive header. But it falls to Hislop. Hislop playing it wider.
Thank you very much,
Celestin.
for the Spain Rhythm section. Official presentation of the boys under 20.
As they continue. Griffith there. That's a beautiful ball to Bruno. And a good one touch. And he drags past his man skillfully. He's offside. Definitely, he would have straight it offside. Position on the overlap. So it's going to be a free kick.
Assistant coach Duran Baltazar, also former senior player of the national team and also futsal captain for a number of years. Receiving a much-deserved trophy and medals from Mr. Lara, head of operation.
So this thing just coming out of the game at this present time. Probably the heat. Although there's no direct sunlight, it's very humid. Overcast conditions overhead, but it's very, very hot. The youngsters, as we see on screen, the number 13 for the Pro Series team, the very skillful Celestine Thomas. And it's been brought down. Celestine been brought down there. Waterfield. Alexandra Waterfield has been a bit of a spectator in this one. As Griffith, Zane Griffith, floats that one into the area. Falls to Celestine. And as Jackman to Jackman. Ball played through, but it's straight into the hands of goalkeeper Superville. Good control. Nice clean control by Bruno. Troy Bruno. He's bossed the midfield area, but then a bit too far forward. And here comes Bitniks. Going for a bit of a run there was Jamali. Ball cleared out. Waterfield taking evasive action. And now he loses out. But able to maintain the possession. Celestine. Strong challenge from behind there by Waterfield. And I think he's going to find himself in a referee's card. The referee's definitely going to pull out his book on this one. Colin Smith doing some talking, which is good to do at this age group. You don't want to be sharing out cards left, right, and center. So he just called him across, had a silent word with him. Not a silent, but a soft word, a quiet word with him. As a big Jackman. That's the Quan Jackman. He's been excellent for his team at the back. So, Pro Series though, making a series of substitutions. As coming off, Samuels comes off. Also coming off is Hislop and Celestine. So a change across the middle of the park. They've taken off the man, the two wider midfielders as well as the center midfielder. So they're definitely looking for something different here. Bruno, Troy Bruno, goes back to Jackman. Jackman brings it all the way across the back. The man who's just entered the game gets a good first touch. That's Portillo. And the ball just a bit too far forward. And it goes out. It's going to be a goal kick. Ball banged upfield. Cleared further up. Early ball through. Can he get it? Oh, he's lightning fast. So that's the early warning there from Jonathan Mason. And if you know Jonathan Mason from Fatima College, he's lightning fast. So he sung the early warning there that if you're sleeping at the back line, he's going to make you pay. So expect an injection of pace as Barkley picks up. Not the best of passes. And this is Jonathan Mason. Strong tackle. Good tackle there. It was a large tackle by Big SC and Thomas. But it's going to be a corner. But this Jonathan Mason, the dynamics of the game is going to change. The Diamond Vale resident is lightning fast. And that's what he lives on, just living on the back line. But it's going to be a corner. And to take it, it's going to be Bruno, Troy Bruno. With the left boot, it's going to be culling in. And it's punched away. Back into the area. A bit overhit. And then they're finally able to clear. And that's a beautiful pass. That's Bruno. Sorry, the man who was taking the corner was not Bruno. My apologies. In fact, it's Harper, Alexandro Harper, who's taking it with the left boot. His central midfield partner is Bruno. Good work there by Kanye. Plays it forward. And this is going to be dangerous. Anytime Mason, and he turns away from him and flicks it in. A shot, charged down there. So it goes out and it's going to be another corner. So they're coming in waves now. So that was Jones. So they're coming in waves, this Pro Series team. They've settled down. And this time he's going to take it with the right boot. So he's able to hit the ball with both legs. Harper here. So Alexandro curling in. Headed clear. Jamali doing some good work, but then it's broken up. But Jones able to get back the ball to Kanye. That's Kanye Glasgow. The early ball played through, but it's just charged down. And then it's just banged upfield. A good touch there and control by Jamali. But he loses out. He did all the hard work to take a beautiful touch. This one there goes out. So the pressure is coming here. Pro Series would be looking to get to the halftime. In fact, Bitnex will be looking to get to halftime. Their goalkeeper, O'Brien, has been a virtual spectator here. They've floated into a different formation. The Pro Series team, as they are applying the pressure here on Bitnex. Ball headed into the air. Then just give him away there by Harper. And they lose out here. And this is going to be dangerous. The lightning fast. Mason is going to get to this. He looks up. Chad Nicholas, he loses out. And then Thomas able to clear. Finds Jamali Ellis. Ellis, beautiful ball too. But then he just loses out. Jones. Waterman. He loses out to Jackman. Jackman playing it inside. But Jones wins out. Ellis.
weekend. Trinidad Hall.
And it's been a bit of football tennis here as it goes all the way across.
2 goals to nil.
And Bruno picks up. He looks up looking for room. That's a beautiful ball through. And the keeper will come and just screen it out. It goes out for a corner. So just about 33 minutes gone in this one.
Pleasantville Secondary getting the best player. Trinity College, Trinity National.
They'll be trying their best, the Bitniks team, to just rope a dope. They're under pressure. They're bending, but they haven't broken, and that's a good sign for them. The Pro Series team, though, they'll want to know what next they can do to break this Bitniks resistance. Ellis loses out. Jackman, the captain, loses out. And that's a beautiful ball through. O'Brien is always up off his line. And the ball played up into the air. And Mason lightning fast, this Jonathan Mason. Anytime there's a foot race, you got to count on the Mason to get there first. So it's going to be Griffith. And he's just going to trade into space. Mason is lightning fast. You got to remember that. And it's across, and it's into the back of the net. So Jonathan Mason provides the cross. And the finish on the far side, the substitute, Portillo, puts it into the back of the net. Pro Series have broken the Bitniks resistance. They lead 1-0. And as I've been saying, Jonathan Mason is lightning fast. You cannot afford to allow him to get into the ball. He got to the ball and he crossed it. And all Portillo had to do was ensure that the ball hit his body and go into the goal. And it's Pro Series. They lead 1-0. Look at it again. Mason with hard work. Portillo just allowing the ball to hit him and go into the back of the net. And it's Pro Series 1, Bitniks 0. Now can Bitniks settle and find
scored there by number 45 in the 41st minute. Hassim Botello leads, makes the difference between the two teams thus far, with Pro Series leading 1-1. Joshua Lucas, or Joseph Lucas, sorry, assistant referee 2, Jediah Martino, for the pressure.
National Youth Football League, it's championship day, and this is the under 16 division. It's Bitnex up against Pro. 5 minutes separating these two teams from the championship. Kanye, to turn that ball around. It's aimed at Mason. Jonathan Mason, he's been a game changer thus far. As Kanye this time is gliding it through and big Jackman, but it's some good work there. He wins out here. Jamali Ellis there, unable. I've said. Oh, but then he gives it away. And shaking off the challenge there was Bruno. And then Harper finds Mason. Says, nice work there by Glasgow. Glasgow with a shot from distance. And it's just over the bar. So Kanye Glasgow showing signs of life for the Beatniks team. Ball cleared across. Yeah. Ball played out. A bit of confusion as they. So a strong tackle there by Troy Bruno. Rough, but they normally say it's the under 16 men. It's the men under 16. So a shot again from the field. Crawford. So they're coming in waves now. Fly pressure. They've got enough more shots. Bruno. As here comes Mason again. He was provider in the first half. This time he finishes it for himself. Jonathan Mason, he's come on and he spun this game on the head. Watch at it again. Keeper came. He had no chance. It was Jonathan Mason first, and he finished with a plump. They celebrate. Look at it again. Past the keeper. The defense was really this one. So Beatniks, after coming out in the second half, and they were definitely showing signs of life. They were coming, they were pressing, but they just fell asleep once there. There'll be one winner if Masons is there. Former national captain, defense force captain as well. Joan Baltazar. As the fans in the stands, they're asking for something. The weather changing quickly. It's Bruno who's been given a talking to. Colin Smith, though, to be fair to him, he's been fair on both sides. As the weather has changed here. And the rain is coming down. just change the positioning as
So at the end of the first match here today, CDFC defeating Union Hall, 2 goals to 1. And at this point in time, in the boys under 16, the series leading SFC 2 goals to 0. Goals scored by Hashim Portello and Jonathan Mason.
Change it, bring it around, bring it around. Go for it, shoot.
so the after having changed my position to a more safe position, we continue here at the Maniranjan Stadium. Remember, you're watching the Republic Cup Youth League here at the Maniranjan Stadium. It's Beatniks up against Pro Series. Pro Series, they lead 2 goals to 0. They've got their goals off the tie of Hashim Portello. And then in the second half, Jonathan Mason wrongly the keeper to make the scores 2 goals to 0. It's Pro Series, they are in blue and black as Bruno tries a shot from distance. Superville comes and claims easily. And the big keeper sends his men forward, bangs it up. Jackman with the defensive header, but it falls only. There's a good ball played through. It was aimed at Crawford, but it's a bit too far forward. Of course, with the changing conditions, the slight rainfall thus far, the ball is going to just hit and skid a bit. So you got to weight those passes just a bit more. Difficult to really play in changing conditions. You like to show up on the ground as either wet or it's dry. But both teams have to play in it. It's going to be O'Brien. O'Brien banging it forward. It's on to Mason. And he shares a 1-2 there. But Thomas, SCN Thomas, gets there first. In fact, Barkley get there. So Kanye there. One of the fans saying to who? To who? We had a coach we used to call to who? Some nice thing there by Jamali Ellis. Jamali Ellis. Just losing out. Ball banged over the top. And it's going to be Chad Nicholas who picks up. And he passing there. A bit of a heavy touch. Heavy touch there. Jamali. That's a beautiful ball through. Just a bit too far forward there. The two players just not on the same wavelength there. That was what. A timely challenge there by SCN. Big SCN Thomas. He's been good for his team. As we see some substitutions about to be made. As Pro Series, it looked to change. It looks like Watkins is going to be withdrawn. And it looked like Celestin. Michael Celestin, who's going to return. Remember, this age group. The man was taking all the free kicks. Thus far, Harper. He can kick with both feet. So this is going to be taking with the left boot. It's going to be curling in. The big guys from the back have loaded the area. Ball floated in. Oh! The fans, they still hold faith here. The Beatniks fans, they've not given up. The parents, and Bruno in a battle that he loses out. That's a beautiful ball through. Boney. Matt. Strong challenges. Of course, with the condition changing, we're going to get those sliding challenges. So it's going to be get coming off Bruno. Bruno has been awesome for this Pro Series team. Troy Bruno. So it's going to be Ezekiel. Waterfield. Ball played wider. Falls to Mason. That's a good defensive work there by Jones. And then it's just cleared out. Crawford. Ball cleared upfield. Jones with the defensive header. So a bit of football tennis. Both teams yet to settle on these conditions, as the conditions have changed.
Come on, let's settle it now. Put the ball on the carpet now, man. On the ground.
And no team really getting that ball. So Bernard, he goes back to Jackman. And just a bit too far forward there, away from Celestine. The rhythm section. They're just beginning to strike up. So it's going to be a throw. And to take that throw, it's going to be Kidani Nees. Ball played through. It's a foot race, but Barkley is not quick. Jones is going to get there first. Passes it to Essien Thomas. Essien goes back to keeper Superville. So Superville goes back to Jones. So they're building the ball from the back. A handle ball. So it's going to be Thomas. Big SCN Thomas. Into the area. Good defensive header there. Really a commanding defensive header there by Jackman. So Tristan Jackman and his cousin Dequan Jackman have formed a formidable defensive pair. They've definitely command things here. As the rhythm section from Southeast Port of Spain, they've lightened up things here as the rain has definitely come down. So Mason, he leaves it for his wingback Griffith. Griffith, they're in no great hurry. Barkley, and this, as they try to exchange passes, it goes out. It's going to be a throw-in. Griffith, strong defensive tackle, and then he just has to clear it out. Definitely ball boys would have done a whole lot of good here. Something that the organizers will look at, I'm sure, going forward. It's going to be a throw-in. Griffith. Headed clear by Nicholas. But it falls to Barkley. And it comes off of Barkley, so it's going to be a throw-in out to the Bitniks team. They have to get back 2 goals. But it's football, you got to get them back one at a time. It's not cricket, you can't get them back in twos. So they need to score. Jackman just heads it out. Chad Nicholas. Bit of a heavy touch. Nicholas puts it across. Jackman. Neves in a battle there with Celestin. Celestin very skillful. So the ball just going out. Strong tackle. So Crawford. But the substitutions are about to be made by the Bitniks team. So Crawford comes off as they take off. Jackman, Tristan, that is, it's aimed at Mason. It was a battle there. SCN Thomas, he was all over the back of Mason. The referee said illegally. So it's going to be a free kick. And you've got to watch Harper from this kind of distance. It's far enough for him to get up over the wall and for him to come back down. It's also a lot of rain. And the ground is not sapped in the water yet, so you can get bounce, you can get skid. And then the keeper, his footing will not be as comfortable as it was when he started. So from this distance, you've got to watch for Harper to be very dangerous. So let's look at this one. Harper. But Falter. Brilliant save. It was a brilliant save by the goalkeeper, Superville. A deflected free kick. It fell to Samuels. And Samuels side-footed it. But Superville was able to just pull off a save, but it's going to be a corner. Celestin. And it's in the back of the net. So the ball was through and in the back of the net. And who was it? Yes, it's Harper who gets his name on the scorecard. So it's raining goals now as Alexandro Harper puts his team up 3-0. And the boys from the West, they've begun to dance as Pro Series have at least 1.5 hands on the trophy. Bitniks will have to find a way back. Still a lot of time. We've seen stranger things in football. Celestin losing out and going for a bit of a run there, but running out of real estate. So the ball cleared upfield. Good take there by Harper. He finds Samuel. This could be very dangerous. Harper. Strong challenge. Boney trying to get Waterfield going. Falls to Hislop. Hislop puts it in. This is a foot race. And in a foot race, you're going to bet on Mason to get there first. Nice skill there by Neves. Daddy Neves. Yeah. Oh, Hammond. Hislop. Portillo. Good defensive header there by Nicholas. Hislop. Still Hislop. Celestin has been charged off the ball. And the ball just played out there by Jackman. That's Tristan Jackman. So it goes out. So Pro Series there in blue. And they're pressing here. Ball floated across the area. Good movement there by Samuel. Trying to get Mason going. Of course, Mason, the Fatima College student. He's also played football for the Petit Valley Diego Master United team in the Tier 2 of the TTPFL. Nicholas heads it out. As the fans not liking the calls or the non-calls by referee Colin Smith. Jackman. Alexandro. Aimed at Samuel. He's up against Rahamat. Portillo skips past the challenge. He stole it and the referee bought it. So substitutions being made as it seems like number 24, that's Jackman, Tristan Jackman. He leaves. But standing over this one is Samuel. Jaden Samuel. Samuel. But he's just offside. The referee's assistant flag on the far side is up. So Portello there. It was Neves who was frustrated there. As the rhythm section is in full song. It's gonna be Alexandro Harper. Harper floats it up. Good defensive header by SCN Thomas. Commanding header. Harper. Just a bit too far forward there from Celestin. Good take there by Simon. It was aimed at Kanye Eastman. Ball played up. The ball giving a bit of a scare there. The changing conditions definitely going to affect the bounce. Harper, he loses out to Eastman here. Eastman, he loses out. Boney. Well, it has to be a penalty because if the linesman see, he's going to give it outside the box. My goodness me. As long as the, the linesman had called it, you're either not going to call it or you're going to call it. As long as you call it, the man was definitely way into the box. Well, it's definitely going to be a free kick. So it's Kanye Eastman, though. Kanye Eastman who's going to take this one. So Kanye Eastman, and he drives it. But the referee assistant flag has gone up for offside. But it was a brilliant save by O'Brien. But Kanye Eastman, he drove that one through the wall. It had a lot of power, but able to get behind it was O'Brien. So there's not much more time left in this one. And it seems on Championship Day, Pro Series is going to add their name to the championship list as they seem to be walking into the Republic Cup National Youth Football League Under 16 Championship Remember, we're bringing this from the Maniram John Stadium, and you're watching us on M&ETV. Remember to like, subscribe, and share on our YouTube page. Ball played over. It's always going to be one man to get to that ball, and he's brought down. And he should find himself in the referee's book. Well, the referee wasn't giving cards. He'll have to give him a yellow. Yeah, you'll have to give him a yellow. He was supposed to give him a red, but he had to give him something. He hasn't given any cards. So yeah, he hasn't given any cards. So he had to give something. It was a last jet tackle. So according to the rule of the book, yeah, according to the book, he had to give something. So it was good that he only gave a yellow. Seeing how we called the game all game long. Well, it's going to be Samuel. Samuel. So Bitnex trying to at least get on the score sheet. Ball played over the top. SCN cleared up field. As we see the Pro Series team, of course, coached by Conan Hislop, the brother of Shaka Hislop. Paul Deckel, the director of youth development in the TTFA. He's the assistant coach. And Keon Thomas is the manager. And that's the final whistle. So at the final whistle in this one, the winner, the Pro Series team, the boys from the West, they have won this one, the under-16 title in the Republic Cup in the National Football Youth League. In this game, it was lots of excitement in the first half, but it was Jonathan Mason who created this opportunity. He played it across and put it into the back of the net. Was Portillo to make it 1-0. But then in the second half, a true ball played through, and the pace of Mason, he rounded the keeper and put it into the back of the net. At that point, it was 2-0, and they were large and in charge. And to round it off, a ball up over with this corner, and then bundled into the back of the net by Adriano Harper. And it was 3-0. Pro Series, they win this one. 3-0 to be crowned the Republic Cup National Youth League under-16 champions. We're going to break. When we come back at just around 3 p.m., we're going to have the big one, the under-20 finals.
Bring your team across now. Next and the Pro Series. We are moments away from the prize ceremony.